Hey there, Jed Coburnis here from jedcoburnis.com, and welcome to Talk Therapy. This is gives me a chance to empty the crap that's up here. It gives me a chance to get rid of the analytical mind, my analytical mind, get past my ego, leave that at the door, and just think / talk / create / inspire / whatever the heck else I was destined to do today, because that's just how it works. Because there are some people out there who actually listen to what I say, and that is both exciting and frightening at the same time. Because there are some days that I just ramble. There are some days I just ramble. Today might be a longer talk therapy, just so you know. And I don't know how long it's going to be. And I love that I don't know. Because currently, I'm driving to Thief River Falls, Minnesota. Because I'm going to Des Moines, Iowa for some audiometric training or audiology training or whatever it be. At the end of it, I'll be a specialist, right? I'll be able to do hearing tests. So that'll be fun. So I just figured I'd hit record. Might be longer just because my drive to work is usually about 20 minutes. And this is gonna be about an hour. But I don't know. It could be 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30 minutes. The recommended session for this is 30 minutes by Kyle Cease, right? But he, I don't do that. I just do the 12 to 15 minutes in the morning. But check it out, KyleCease.com. Dude's freaking awesome. He is so in tune with himself. It's not even funny. I got my Gary Vee shirt on, right? Work. It's the only way you get it. Work, man. I think I'm gonna riff on just the fact that people listening to me. First of all, Cobra Nation. Anybody out there who's been following me for a long time, hit me up. Like, let me know. Because that's the coolest thing for me. Like, you're the oxygen that keeps me going. The comments, not necessarily, the likes and the shares and stuff, but like the comments. Like, that's more powerful to me, I think, is when somebody comments on a WOD or on a Facebook post or on my blog posts. Because you have no idea how much that means to me, that you took the time and you put yourself out there and showed me some love. Like, you know that I love you back. You know. And if you don't, geez, that's my fault, because I need to let you know. I need to let you know. So when it comes down to it, comment, man. Like, comment, and share. Like, I just love you so much that's what I do this for. I love my family first, I work super hard, and I live my passion. That's the Gary Vee, right? That's Gary Vee's crush it. and don't give a shit about anybody else in this world. Like, anybody else and anything else. Stay in your lane. So speaking of all of that, anybody who does what I say or recommend or whatever it is, let's put it this way. 99% of you won't listen. 99% of you won't listen. Now, there was somebody the other day who asked me, well, where did you get those? Are those statistics or whatever it is? It's actually just intuition, right? Like, I'm really in tune to who I am, what I am, all that fun stuff. My self-awareness is very high. It's highest it's ever been in my life. And anybody that I recommend anything for, or hell, anybody, go to the doctor. What percentage of the doctor do you listen to? Do you listen to every single thing that you're supposed to do from the doctor? No, you don't. And that's the truth. Straight up the truth. Do this, do that, doctor knows best, go and do it. No, here's what you do. You go to the doctor, they give you something, they don't give you the answer that you want, so either you go to a different doctor or you Google it. Or you probably Google it before, go there and Google it again. Because you're not really listening. You're just gonna go seek permission to do what you want to do. That's essentially what you're doing. I saw last night, this is not a bash against Gwyneth Paltrow or anything, but she had some goop party or goop gathering or whatever. I don't know much about it, so I'm not gonna bash it, but the whole point is, you know, and there's some energy stuff behind it, and I believe in a lot of the energy work. But at the same time, like, if you're going to seek help for your health, like, maybe go to a professional instead of an influencer. But you know, but that's me speaking from the health professional in me, right? Maybe she is, right? Maybe I should do my homework. But maybe you should do your homework too before you go there. And buy expensive clothing and get an earth. I don't know what earthing is, but I might have to look into it, but it just seems very odd to me. It seems very odd to me. But maybe, you know, that's what they said about personal training and exercise physiologists and movement, and no way there's not any science behind movement. Oh, right, exactly. So maybe I got to give it a shot. Maybe I got to keep an open mind instead of just bashing it. But at the same time, if you have something serious, yeah, you probably don't want to go get goop or whatever that stuff is. But I don't know. So 99% of what I do sucks. And that's okay. Like, it's not perfect. But you know what is the stuff that I absolutely know. I was talking about it last night with somebody who's trying out our Monday, Wednesday group classes. I go Monday, Wednesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. You can join via Google Hangouts or whatever kind of virtual stuff that you want. And on top of that, you can come in person. It's in Roseau, come on in, right? $15 a session. So I'll get done marketing that. But I mean, so I was talking to her last night. First class is free. Yeah, all right. And 99% of the stuff that I do sucks shit. Like, it really does. I stay in my lane though. I only speak from experience. I only talk about what I've been through, and I only preach on and recommend anything that I've either done, tested, or have learned about. But then once I learn it, I have to go through it, so then I can give you an honest opinion on what I think of it. So yeah, I mean, I stay in my lane. Like, that's it. I only talk about what I know. And if I don't know, I'm just gonna say I don't know. But it better bet your ass if you're interested in it, I'm gonna be interested in it. Because because I'm a giver, right? Like, I give. And I receive, right? That's a whole nother story. T3method.com, give that a shot. Get ready to receive. Like, that's how it works. This is all a part of life. Like, it literally is just all a part of life, just moving through ourself. Like, the external world, like, I'm gonna get a little philosophical here, but this is just my belief. The external world, the outside world, is what you make of it, is what you create of it. You get to choose every day what your external environment looks like, feels like, tastes like, moves like, right? Even your body, you get to choose. And if you get to that point where you can conceptually understand what that means, you're in control. You're in control, but you're not at the same time, and that's a powerful place to be. And when you're moving from a place of survival versus a place of creation, boy, that's a powerful place. Survival means, like we all know what survival is. You wake up, you have to go and do this, put some clothes on, go act like a person that everybody in your external world thinks you need to be, and it's not your true self, your inner self, your person that you really want to be like, but you can't because you've set it up like in a way that you have to be like this. And so you're standing there, sitting there, whatever you're doing at this place that you're trading your time for the energy of income, right? I'm just changing the words because I'm not bashing a job. I'm not bashing anybody with a job. I'm not. Because it's amazing. People with jobs, everybody needs a job. Everybody needs to go and work and serve somebody, something, somehow, some way. So you go to this place, you hang there all day, you don't feel like yourself, you don't feel like you're fulfilling anything. You go back home, the home that you really don't want or like anyway, but you know that's just a roof over your head and you have clothes and you have stuff in it that is just, some of it means to you, some of it is meaningless to you and doesn't make any sense, but you still do it, day in, day out, for 5 days, or 3 days on, and then 2.5 days off, or whatever it is, whatever your schedule, whatever your routine, whatever your habits are, that's what you do. Then for 1 or 2 days a week, you do what you want to do, but it really isn't what you want to do, but it's still something different. So does that sound familiar? That is survival. Living in creation. Living in creation is you get to go to a place that you just feel like yourself all day long, no matter where you are. When you're at home, that you want to be in, has meaning to you, and you go to a different place, whether that's at home or a different place, and you get to be yourself no matter who's around. You get to be the person that you were intended to be. Set your intention for that day. Set your emotion for that day. Today, I intend to feel what? Today I intend to feel. Today I intend to feel happy, right? I'm setting my intentions now because I haven't written them, so I will say them, which is just as powerful. Today I intend to feel happy, and that's good. So that's what it is, right? Like, I'll intend to feel happy, and I will be happy today. Yeah, so it's just a break in the, there, okay. So I am heading to Thief River Falls, so I need to go straight. Yeah, usually I turn that way. All right, cool. It's going different routes. I'm hitting different routes. I've never been, well, I've been to Thief River Falls, I think once or twice, so that's fun. Navigating on my own, that's another fun. But that's what it takes. Doing new stuff. So in setting your intentions, so here we go, back to it. Setting your intentions for today. Did it. Right? I intend to feel happy. And I will be all day long. But that's the point, is then doing that and predicating every decision that you make for that day because you set your intention. Now you can now it takes practice to set your intention and do your intention. Because if you intend to feel happy, and then somebody cuts you off and you're like, ah, fuck you, what the hell? Like, you're not happy at that moment. So instead, you practice on being happy no matter what, all day long. So you sit there and somebody cuts you off and you go, hey, that's cool. You're in a much more of a hurry than I am. Love you. See you later. I don't know you, but hopefully you have a great day. And then you're happy. And then you stay happy. So then you get to the place, you get to be happy all day long, no matter what kind of stressors come about. Somebody emails you going, what the hell? Somebody, whatever, gets hurt, whatever, right? Like, you just go, okay, we'll deal with it. We will create a way, we will have today to be happy. And I know this sounds insane. You're like, yeah, right, it's not even possible. I do it every day. I do this every day. I set my intention and I predicate every decision off of that intention. Now, if you intend to be pissed off all day and you write that, go for it. Like, then you'll just be pissed off all day. Guarantee that'll work. So why can't it work when you intend to feel happier, intend to feel ready, intend to feel wealthy, intend to feel whatever, right? You get to choose. So that's where it comes. It's like you just keep intending to feel however you want. So you're going through your day, you're having fun, you're happy. Eat your happy foods. You don't crave any foods that aren't within what you're aligned yourself in, your goals or whatever it is for your health, and wellness, and wealth, and whatever else you're trying to do in life. And then you get home and then you kind of just go, wow, today was a great day. Now what should I do? If you have kids, you're hanging around with the kids, you're happier. The kids, you're having fun with them. You're running around. You're doing things that you don't usually do. Like, it's fun, right? You had a lot of fun. They realize that you're happy, so they're happy. They're not throwing shit at each other. They're not fighting. They're just kind of hanging out because the kids feed off of your energy. If you're pissed off, they're gonna go and be pissed off. If you're happy, they're gonna go and be happy. So you're running around, being happy, doing all this fun stuff. You get them to go to bed. You get them to get in the bath, or shower, or whatever they take. Then you get them into bed. Then you're at home. Then what, right? Like, you have so much time left. Then you get to either work out, or maybe you haven't worked out already, or maybe you did, and then you're still happy. Like, that's a big deal. So then what's that look like? I don't know. You watch some TV, or if you have some side hustle like I do, you work on your blog, or you go and make some videos, or you go and create some coaching tips, or you do some things you love. Maybe you love to cook, maybe you love to bake, maybe you love to, I don't know, right? Maybe you love to help other people, maybe you love to volunteer. What do you love to do, right? That's it, right? Go and do what you love to do for a few hours before bed, then it's bedtime. Then you get to do that entire process the next day. The entire process happens all over again the next day. And you know what? You intended to be happy. So by the end of that process, you were happy the entire time. Did stuff go wrong during that day? Yeah. Did stuff go right during that day? Absolutely. Were you happy no matter what? Boom. Done. That's what it takes. That's what it takes to just keep moving, to keep feeling happy, to set an intention, to keep doing that intention. Predicate every single decision off of that intention. Then you do it in set a different intention, or set a same intention, whatever it is. Just break the pattern of being your old self every day. If you want to set a new intention like I do every day, that's awesome, because then you fire new neural pathways to become the new you every single day. So if every single day you practice being the new you, how awesome is that, right? Like, you get another chance, another opportunity to be the best self that you can be. Because if you're happy, maybe you do that for a few days, and all of a sudden you're just happy, right? And you're happy every day. You get new chances. And I only said happy about 200 times there within like 2 minutes. Okay, that's an exaggeration, but still, happy is an emotion. Sad is an emotion. Emotions are what we choose. Our brain, our conscious mind, our mind is something that we get to choose to be like. Now, if you're sad or pissed off because something didn't go your way, maybe you didn't get hired for that job, maybe you gotta wait 30 more days to start a new job, maybe you got so much on your plate they just keep giving you more and more responsibility for the same pay. Maybe you're starting a new job and you have no idea what you're doing and you're scared that you're gonna screw it up. Maybe you've been in your job for a long time and you're just ready for something new, but you know it's not gonna happen for a while, and it's just like, oh, this again, you know, over and over. Maybe. Set your intentions every day. That's such a huge thing. I learned that from my mentor, and it's been massive, right? Set it every day. Today I intend to feel happy. I do. Every decision I make is going to be predicated off of what's going to make me the happiest. Most of the time, I'll be honest, it's the path of least resistance. It just is. Like, how can I get there the fastest? That's why, in human nature, that's why I say 99.9% of what I do kind of sucks shit. And I won't lie about that. But what I am passionate about, what I love to do, I'm really good at. I'm really good at it. And I know what that is. Nobody needs to. Whatever that is, for you to understand what I'm good at, sounds good to me. I know what I'm good at. Do you know what I'm good at? I don't know. And I love that I don't know. You get to choose what I'm good at. Anybody who watches this gets to choose what I'm good at. Maybe I'm good at speaking to you. Maybe I'm good at speaking to many people at one time, like, public speaking. Maybe I'm good at coaching you through your daily walks. Maybe I'm good at, I don't know what you think I'm good at, but I know what I'm good at. And I don't need to list those things off. I just know what I'm good at. Now, do I absolutely 1000% know what I'm good at? No, because I'm not going to put that out there to say that I know everything. That's the energy talking, right? If I would stand here and say I know exactly what I need to do in life every single piece of the day, boy, then all the help that I'd ever receive would go away. So I'm going to stand here and say I know what I'm good at, but I don't know what I'm good at the same time. And for the people who really understand who I am, you'll be with me on that. And if you don't know what that means, then feels like I'm just contradicting myself, well, that's okay. Because contradictions are the world. Being on both sides of it, that's where it's at. Finding balance. Play to your strengths, forget about your weaknesses, all that cliche awesomeness. That's exactly it. But what's really funny to me is that there's so many people out there who just do the fake it till you make it type thing, but you never make it. 99% of the world won't make it. The 1% will. What about the 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, 92, 91, and 90? What about the 10%? Like, what if you're 90? Hell, let's go all the way down to 75. 75%. What if you were happy 75% of the day? That's pretty good. Like, that's a lot, actually. That's a lot of happiness. There are people out there who are the other way around. They're 25% happy of their day and 75% not happy. So they would even go and say mad, angry, pissed off, feel like a failure. I mean, you name it. What else you got? Depressed, shitty. Now, what does that look like? What are you saying every day to yourself that all you're doing is just sitting there in self-pity and suffering? Are you bringing it on yourself? Are you sitting there wondering what's the worst that can happen if I try this? If you're asking yourself that question, you're only bringing on the worst that can happen. Suffocate negativity and bring out positivity and say, what's the best that can happen? And if you approach it that way and you have half of what the best can happen, boy, how awesome would that be? You hit 50% of more than what you have now? Hell yeah. And then you build on that, right? Like, you just keep building on it and you keep asking for it. That's what it takes. Every day. Asking for it, and doing it, predicating every decision on that kind of thought process. Keep moving. It's just like this, like, you keep talking, like, I'm how many minutes into this, and I just feel great, like, I feel energized, like, that's how it works. It's what it's for. The intention is there. You don't stop. Like, I get it. Gary Vaynerchuk does this stuff all the time. He's in this center, right where I'm at right now. Like, he's always there. He's practiced it enough so that every moment of every day, at least what I see on social media, which is a lot, right? Because he's got D-Rock just carrying a camera and recording him all the time. And that's the behind the scenes stuff that nobody really even thinks about, and it's like, oh my gosh, you know. But that's the point, is if you're living in that space all the time, the place where you're either love or hate or a combination of both, or hopefully it's, you know, not too much in the hate, but like, the thing is find ways out of it. If you're always using the word hate, if you're always using the word can't, if you're always using the word whatever, right? Negative words. I know it sounds so cliche or whatever it is. It sounds so easy to just change, but it's not. Change is hard, and I am very aware of that. Change is hard because when I moved here, when I moved to Roseau, Minnesota, way up north, completely uprooted our life, I've gotten to a place where people are actually listening. And it, like I said, it's exciting, frightening at the same time. Because do I actually know what I'm talking about? I finally am in a place in my life where, yes, I do. And people know that. Because they're seeing, right? They're seeing. They're feeling. They're understanding. They're loving. And that's exactly what I do. I see, I feel, I love. And that's a place that not many people can get to. Not for very long. If you can just live in that space, why not? Wouldn't that be nuts? Just live in that entire space? That'd be cool. And I know there's inspirational speakers and all that fun stuff that you go to and see and idolize or whatever it be, but I just feel like the WODs, like, right, so that's what I was getting at. So I feel like as soon as we moved to Roseau, it interrupted patterns in a very good way. And to finish 365 workouts is a big deal. And that's what I'm still on. That journey is still there. I'm just documenting the process a hell of a lot better now. Versus just trying to sell it, like trying to create. Just documenting the process of what it takes to get to 365 workouts, to get to a year's long of corrective exercises, corrective movements, both for your mind and for your body, so that then you can load your body, so then you can start to put some weight onto it. Actually start to put weight on. How cool would that be to gain weight and want to? Because then you change the composition of your body. And that's essentially what I do every day, is I mess with the composition of people's bodies. It's a little scary because DNA plays a lot into it, but only half of it. If you say that, oh, I got high triglycerides because it's in my family. If you say, oh, I'm big bone because it's been in my family for that long. If you say, all of these things, like, I have heart disease because it's been in my family. I get that, right? I get it. But it only makes up 50% of your DNA, of you. That's it. The rest is your choice. Now, as soon as you can get to a place of full conceptualization, if that's even a word, if you can understand what the hell that means through and through, that is the day that you take responsibility for your own health instead of blaming your genetics, because half of that is your choice. Either you're doing by doing well with it, or by doing not so well with it. You don't get to blame anybody but yourself. Take ownership. Do what you need to do. Do what you want to do. So then you can do that forever. Why not? Somebody who comes to me and says, oh, what do I do for a flat stomach? What exercises can I do for a flat stomach? None. You can strengthen your core, but you're not going to exercise your way into six-pack abs. You're not. You're freaking not. Listen. Do you know where a six-pack is made? Do you know where it's created? Do you know where the most change you can find It's in the kitchen and in the dining room. And if you don't have a dining room, it's in your living room. It's wherever you make and eat your food. Diet has every damn thing to do with a six-pack. That's it. Like, don't bullshit me. If you can burn 3,500 calories in a day, and that's by intentional movement, that's not by just breathing and having your heart rate, your heartbeat, and think and all that fun stuff. That's what I mean. You cannot, and I'm going to say it again, you cannot out-train your shit diet. And going on a diet is not the answer. Going off the diet is not an answer. Diet, the word diet, is just how it works. It's the word to explain your eating patterns. Practice, practice, practice. That's it. Get out there, change your patterns, move more, be aware of what you eat. And say eat less, to be aware of what you eat. And if you've never counted calories before, count calories for like 3 days minimum. 7 days would be great. Just become aware of what you're eating and why you're eating it. If you're eating at 10 p.m., it means you're probably tired. Go to bed. The same neurotransmitters that say you're hungry in your gut are the ones that say you're tired in your gut. Same ones. Go to bed. Same neurotransmitters that say, ooh, I want that right now, are the same ones that say, that makes me happy. So what does that mean? Find a different way to channel that energy. You're not hungry. You just want to become happy. The end result. Anchor it. This is my anchor behavior right here. If you want to know more about that, let me know. That's what it's about. Finding ways to become familiar with yourself. Self-awareness, man. Why do you want to eat that whole cake? I'm not stopping you. I love cake. 3 favorite foods of mine: pizza, cake, and ice cream. And if you can take 2 and 3 and mash them together to become ice cream cake, done, right? Pizza and ice cream cake. Pizza, cake, and ice cream. Why not? Because you can. Because you have the control, you have the awareness of why you're doing what you're doing. You're not doing it out of habit. Your body mind, meaning from the neck down, is not controlling anymore. This is good. This is a good one. I like this. This is a long one, but it's a good one. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, you have a happy day today. Hopefully you intend to do something today that's different. Give yourself permission to become a different person today. Do it different. Every day. As always, if you're willing to change from the neck up, you will change from the neck down. I believe in you. Now it's your turn to start believing in yourself. Stay safe out there. Be blessed. Bye for now.